one complete loom out of the car, and this is still one heavy mofo. But yeah. Now, at least I don't have a clue what to do, so let's just take it apart and see what goes where. So I've spent a day figuring out what is what and splitting up all the wiring, sorting out what goes where, and trying to figure out what I need to flip where. And then I've spent whole night looking at wiring diagrams, and I'm still not sure I'll be able to do it. Here's the plan. This right here plus this goes to the engine bay fuse box. Oh, this is a wiper motor. So this, well, I want to use this and eliminate, well, for starters, these cats. Come on, move away. This goes to the passenger side, no, driver's side fuse box. This I would like to eliminate completely. I need to get all of that over here so we can shorten all of these wires and we can have these side by side in the cabin of the car. So that will also get a bunch of these wires out, because this is still pretty heavy. We're still talking at least 3 kilos. So yeah, I'll get started now. As I said, I've looked at the schematics all night. Good thing is I found them. So hopefully I can get this to work. And I'm in the house now because it's cold outside, it's raining, and it's hot here. And the only problem I have is these freaking cats. Infestation right here. But I'll get rid of them. They should make for a nice supper. So we have DME relay. This should be engine fan relay. This one also engine fan or blower fan. Need to check this one out. This one is the AC compressor relay. This one I should be able to use as a fuel pump relay. Actually, no, it's not here. But there is a red wire going from this plug, well, to the AC compressor. We'll switch that with basically now I might be wrong, but I think it's this one. They are the same gauge wire. And then I need the inputs. Good thing about this relay is that it's activated only when this relay is activated. So this will work. Yeah. This one is for wipers, I think. So I have these two left to work with. And then as for the fuses, I'll have 5 or 6 fuses unused, which then I can reuse. So, I mean, this is boring as hell and it takes a lot of time. To be honest, I should have gone standalone, get a relay box, get a switch box, and just make it out of scratch. It would be a lot quicker, a lot easier, a lot more expensive though. Better solution, more expensive. But we are in here for a challenge and penny pinching, money saving, whatever. So we'll try to make this work. Time at this point I have. Money, not so much. So let's use time to try and build something awesome. First phase of this should be done. I've just twisted the wires together so I can test it. But this is still a lot of wiring. I mean, I can eliminate a lot of this, shorten them to be exact. But it's crazy to me how complex this is. I mean, wires going all around the place, which shouldn't be going all around the place. I mean, I don't know how to simplify that. I'm really tempted to just freaking buy a standalone ECU and build it, because I mean, these are board computer, this here. Then we have ABS, which I will probably be eliminating. Why don't I just eliminate it and cut all of these wires out? But then I need to find out what... Well, I need a speed sensor for the speedo and everything. But do I really need a speedo? No, I don't. God Damn it. I should have just started from the scratch and do this properly, but no. That's when you're on a budget and you're trying to make, well, stuff like this work. Okay, I'll put it in a car now and I'll see if it cranks, because the pump is the only thing that's not connected now. If everything works except the pump, then I can move all of those plugs here somewhere, so shorten all of these wires up, and then we can get this to work with that relay box. But yeah, then I have to also shorten this up, because a lot of wiring. And again, maybe I should just eliminate the ABS, put the brake bus valve in, and get it done. Let me do a quick research on that.
A few minutes later.
Roll cage install date just got pushed quite a bit back. The car should have been taken in next week, finished before Christmas. There's a problem now, because, yeah, whatever. It's going for the roll cage install after the Christmas. And as you've seen in the video so far, I'm in the middle of this shit. And actually I'm doing some, well, let me explain. We're starting from the scratch. First off, I was trying to get this to work, and I did get this to work. I mean, exactly like this. Oh, this is not now. This is not connected, but if it was, it would turn on. This, on the other hand, wouldn't, because we fucked something up. But I'm not going to do it this way. That's the easy way out. I'm not doing the easy way out. Damn it. As I said, I want to get this switch to work, and I will get these switches to work. It's a bit harder, but whatever, because these are momentary switches. You push them, they give up the signal, and then they get back to the middle. But this one glows in the dark, this one glows in the dark, which means, here's the idea. ASC off stays ASC off. This one will be unused. This one will be wiper intermittent. This will be my wiper full. Or, I mean, I don't know. I can do them the way I want. Except these two have to stay here. And these are the two that light up.
2,000 years later.
Well, you last saw this like 2 months ago, because this mess here was like this for 2 months, because I was waiting for this piece of shit. This should be a latching relay, which means an impulse relay, which means with the central locking button I can latch it on or unlatch it and, well, take the ignition off. Hopefully that will work this way, because that's the reason I was waiting with this. So let's try and figure this out. So I'll show you how it works. Just quickly show you what I'm doing. So this is, well, actually that's this connector, which I pulled many plugs out of here because I thought I wouldn't need them, because they are basically door locking mechanisms. So now I need to see what suits me, which one will give me a nice enough signal. I can see where they are going, then I'll use that. This is the pin numbers on the connectors, so I can use that. And then with the door locking switch, we can activate the ignition, hopefully. So I've managed to pick up the signal. It's pin number 1, and if I connect it like here, then with that's locking the car, I can activate the ignition. It's a electric relay, stays on, that's beautiful. Unfortunately, I can't find a signal for unlocking the car. So now I can connect it here and close both of these relays, just like that. So yeah, still a bit to play, but the concept works. As you can see, we have ignition. Pins 1 and 18, that's what I'm using. They are connected to these latching relays, and when I lock the car, we have ignition. When I unlock the car, and I'm calling that a success. One more small addition: when I turn the ignition on, we have an orange lamp here because this will be a starter button. So you'll start the car by pushing it either up or down, because it works the same both ways. So yeah, taking a lot of time. Now that I need another relay, that one doesn't need to be latching relay, and I hope I can get the one for window washer to start the car. So back to my drawings and trying to figure it out. Next up, if I break the board computer, body computer, whatever it's called, into thinking, the headlights are on, like this. Oh wait. All right. Now, if I break it into thinking that the headlights are on, like this, then what I have now, and that's just the idea, is ignition on. We have the yellow button here. Now I can activate the front fog lights, which actually activate the relay over there. You can hear it click. Then I have this light on, and I had an idea of plugging this in, well, using that relay as a fuel pump relay, because now this turns on the fuel pump, and then when the fuel pump is turned on, this light is on, and you know you can start the engine. Now this one doesn't need to go through the board computer. I can pull it out and link it directly to the AC relay. Then AC relay will give me the signal to turn the car on, and then all of that would work. So the only problem is, I mean, that would be awesome. Just imagine, you turn on the ignition, you get the green light, push the green light one, you get the orange light, and then you turn on the car. Awesome. But the problem I have with this solution, and you can turn everything off like that. The problem I have with this solution is that I have to break the headlights, actually the ECU, to thinking it has the headlights on without it having the headlights on. And I mean, I can do it. I can just pull out the wires that go out towards the headlights. It's these ones. But again, it will still have some power running through it. I don't know. I'll think about this a bit more, but this seems like a nice solution, as I said. Yeah, I've been playing around for quite a bit. I mean, I'm playing with this all day, and this is what I've got figured out. So, ignition on, then you have to press this one, hold it, press this. Now the starter will be turning until you let go of this one, and that's it. And bonus fact, while you're holding this one pressed, all the lighting is on. So once you press this, starter is activated, you have a green light, and once you let go of this, starter is off, and all the lights are off, meaning starter is not primed. So you can't accidentally press the starter, which is actually quite okay. I'm quite happy with this. And then the ignition off. And now all that's left is ASC. We're using the ASC, so I'm not touching that. And the wiper. So I can put, I don't know, wiper on here, intermittent here, and off here, something like that. And then I'm utilizing all the buttons, all the push controls. And as I said, this kind of works nicely. And this is basically it, because I don't have the car here. I need to make the mounts and sort this out. We have this working, we have everything working. Now the only thing is to get it working in the car. And as I said, I don't have the car. It's off to get the roll cage installed. Should be back in about 2 weeks. And I'll show you the car once it's finished. But yeah, this was a very long, as I said, all of this was here like 2 months, just waiting for the latching relays. Now we have it. I have the switch panel working as I wanted it to work. Not quite, but maybe even better. It's interesting. I don't know. We'll see it in the car. And as you've heard, all I'm using are those relays over there. One is for the fuel pump, one is now for the starter, 2 are for the wiper, 2 are for the fans, and 1 is for the DME. And I also have these 2 latching relays. We'll place them somewhere. They are for, well, actually they are for ignition. So the ignition is going through these 2 30 amp relays. And yeah, everything, all we did was just play with pins and try to figure out how to get this puppy to activate what I want. One more time. We can hold this up or down, doesn't matter. Once you push this, starter is working, and once you release that, starter is off. And while this is on, means the ignition is on. Once the ignition is off, this is also off. Hope you enjoyed this. It was kind of unique. I didn't show you much because most of the time I was just looking at the schematics and playing with things around my head. I tried many different combinations. This is the best one working with only the relays I showed you. So yeah, if you enjoyed this one, please give it a like. Make sure to subscribe to see, well, the end product in the car. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!